And then I kind of got, used to doing it, and but that it was like a culture shock, and it was really embarrassing. All those, they would do all the bicep stuff, and they would, have a 25-pound dumbbell, and they drop it. Okay, get that, get it. Man, okay. He goes, now do one arm at a time.
But we go hit, and he would hit till his hands bled. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
So he was hitting 250 a day.
Wow.
And I was at the 2 bags at 2, and I could hit them in a row. I mean, I got to the point where, I had enough stamina to hit all 250 of them, and then the other guys would hit. And so, come Sunday, I'm still, by hitting all those balls, I'm still hitting the ball really hard, and some of the guys are starting to, like Ricky Huggins.
Yeah.
You would see him go up there. I mean, he's a great hitter, but Sunday afternoon, he sees that open, and boom, he's hitting the ball between first and second. Getting a hit.
Right.
And I'm still going up there, and it's like still teeing off on him. And that was just natural.
Funny story with Billy is we when I first started hitting with him, I go in his bag and he had one big old bag. Well, all the balls were trash.
And hit forever.
Yes. One ball was oblong, and I took it and I threw it. I threw it out, and he goes, "What are you doing?"
Thank you, Billy. I do the same thing.
I go, "What do you mean? The ball's cracked." I threw it. Go get it. Hey, I'm like a little dog. Have a head down.
If I can hit that ball good, when they throw that brand new one in, I can kill it.
Yeah.
I'm the same way where I'm at. And they was falling. I said, "You leave it in there." I said, "That's what we're hitting."
And that's what he would hit. Well, anyway, he come with a whole brand new ball, so I open them up, and I go, "Yeah, we got brand new balls to hit, right?" Because I would have to hit the same thing he hit. So yeah, we got brand new balls. I'm like 23, 24 years old, and I pick them up, and they're the Tournament Plus. Remember they came out with those plastic balls with hollow on the outside?
Ones?
They had the hollow on the inside. Y'all had them in a tournament.
No, they were. I think it was the first year with My Sox, and we were TPS.
Right. Okay.
So whatever their ball was, and they sent me
Optima.
24.
Was it an
I wasn't out. The Optima was for. That was
No, these were horrible, Billy. Remember you said?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were.
We
They
were
were
with Wilson. Remember Wilson Optima, the hollow ball?
the hollow ball. He had a whole thing of these, and he starts hitting them, and I'm like, and I get up there, I'm going, bam! I hit that one, and it goes,
Yeah.
Barely went out.
Very restricted.
Well, in the next tournament they played, they played the tournament. They sponsored the tournament with Bruce Meade.
The ASA National.
The story about Bruce Meade when Bruce Meade was hitting, you were hitting.
Bruce and I played together for many years.
The Wilson Optima. I spun my ball. I swung down through the ball.
Right, so the ball still went.
That ball would be like a frisbee. Would just go.
Right, but Bruce smashes the ball.
Bruce would hit it right in the mouth.
Frustrated.
Yes.
And he would just bam, that ball go. It was like somebody was holding it. It would shoot off and just go. And the outfielder would come in and he would. Bruce hardly ever complained. But after about 10 at bats with that ball,
He had to be frustrated.
yeah, he was like, I can't hit. And he would just crush it, and the guy would be at the fence, and I would just reach in and catch it like that. And then I'd go up there, spin and go, and he's like,
Well, I just my opinion. If you give away better, which is hard to do because
Better prizes.
you would get more teams. And if it's 100, you don't know unless you do it the first time and see how many you get and compare it.
Correct.
But in my opinion, and it's not in like I even said this in one of my videos about getting a T-shirt at the time, but now it's a patch.
Yeah,
I mean, I love the game. I go to play.
We don't go for all the. If we went for all just the
So
presents.
no, not another team.
Yeah, but if they would give away maybe a glove,
we
a
hear
bat.
so much from guys, about, in the old days, we play in town and you win T-shirts or you win this or that.
Well, you got money a lot in there.
Yeah, and so that's what they're expecting. They're not, and a lot of guys go and if they do win, they want to have something. They don't want to have a patch to show them. They want to have a T-shirt they can wear.
If it was the right size.
Yeah, that's the other part.
How many have we given? I've given away 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Even if this is my opinion, if they brought in maybe Adidas, Mike, and where they gave away for MVP a bat, okay, a gold glove, a nice glove in each division. Now, that would give people a little bit more fire to maybe get into a tournament. Instead of just say, okay, guys, here you go. Here's your little trophy, and here's a patch if you got MVP, and if you got all tournament, and then let them go like that. I mean, and I'm not saying that.
I would agree with you.
Yeah, a lot of people. I just play for the love. I do play. I love the game. I do play for the love of it. But it's just like, incentive. Give some people out there incentive to raise your batting average. Incentive to be like David Melosi had his team, this website. He was going to put out club team or something like that, where all the seniors would post their batting averages throughout the United States or wherever, Canada, whatever, where the seniors would post their batting stats, and it would get on there, and you could schedule tournaments on there, and it would go to your iPhone or it would go to your tablet, and it was pretty neat. I thought it was a great idea, but then you had feedback from people going, well, what if somebody cheats? Well, how many people out there are going to cheat? I mean, for one thing, if you did cheat, your teammates would know you cheated.
Right.
And where you're playing senior ball, they'd call you out on it. I'm pretty sure playing senior ball, somebody's batting average is going to mess with it. Kevin said something about them cheating. Well, hey, what if they...
You don't win anything by putting your...
No, but you could, but then again, people with 800 batting average would go, oh, I want to be the guy up on top. And at the end of the year, they'd give away a bat for best batting average in the senior in their division, which I thought was a great idea.
Which the conference doesn't. It's on the conference.
Yeah, I thought that was a great idea, but it kind of
The conference keeps track of all the stats. Right. You let a team keep track of the stats, and
and how
you get some wild
It's going to be a
stats.
little tough.
yeah,
I agree.
yeah, but
But SSC, USC, don't they have regular scorekeepers at everything? They do. Okay.
Really, at the Nationals? I don't think so.
they don't.
No, because my wife keeps score for us.
Okay, because in our half century, we have our half century they have an official scorekeeper.
That would be a good, because with Steals all those years, Jerome Ernest kept our stats. He had an eidetic memory. I mean, he could watch a game and write it down, but then you could tell him, Jerome, what did I go? Oh, you went 23 for whatever.
Oh my
Or you went this for that.
But the stats were different back then. Now you got on base percentage.
Yeah,
I kind of walked in town and guy could make a dive and take the ball off his glove and it was an error for crying out loud. So if you hit 700, you were a great hitter.
Oh yeah, we would talk about that the whole time with Steals. I went from my lowest 704, my high up to 717. I got it. Well, that's not good. Well, back then that
was spectacular.
That was on the top. I mean, Mike, Rick Wiederman. That's right there. I said today, they do on base percentage. So you got guys hitting 800,
100 points.
Oh yeah, definitely. I put